For those who are not Australian, a barn burner usually means it's going to be a pretty good match. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be amazing, hopefully. Clubhouse once again, this time Chiefs versus QConfirm, both, of course, with playoff aspirations. For QConfirm, their aspirations at one stage were even looking higher than just playoffs. There was a chance that had other results gone other ways, that they may have been able to slip into first place. Of course, that can no longer happen, but it's just all about now securing themselves a place in the playoffs. We get underway with our bands here on Clubhouse. Stature, no surprise, first one off the board.
Yeah, now, of course, is probably... Oh, okay, so maybe let's not talk about history just yet. The Chiefs do ban a Monty off the board, so that's obviously a target ban towards QConfirm. Let's see what they follow that up with. It might be something a little bit more out of the ordinary. A Rooney. Wow. Okay, so Monty, a Rooney banned out. Two unorthodox bans here from the Chiefs. Guess now might be a good time to talk about that history. So QConfirm, they've only played this map once in this season. It was against the Giants, and it was a victory, 7-5, but the Giants now unfortunately not in playoffs. So maybe that isn't the most difficult of opponents that QConfirm will face in this league. On the flip side, the Chiefs, they've played it twice in this league. They got a victory over Wildcard, a 7-4, but they lost to the Giants, 4-7. So I'd say that the form guide heading into this one would lean in favor of QConfirm, but I like the fact that the Chiefs are bringing out some spicy bans to try and mix things up.
And I think when you also take into account the form guide, you're taking into account QConfirm with healthcare and QConfirm without healthcare, and that's not to be disrespectful to Dark, who I thought actually was doing pretty well for QConfirm at the very beginning of the season. But as has been proven, healthcare's on another level, not just for what healthcare can bring individually, but how healthcare can also, really promote the rest of his team around him. And we've seen that through Producer Boom, who's become a very staple name now in the region since healthcare's come back. Producer Boom, kind of like Hypno Style, has just been on a tear. So this is why I've gone with QConfirm. I know you've gone with QConfirm in this matchup as well. As much as we would, as Australians like to see the Chiefs do well, you just can't look past QConfirm. And I think going into the playoffs, they are going to be a really, really dark horse team to look out for. If you were to tell me now from the future, hey, QConfirm, they make playoffs and they win playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised. I actually would not be surprised the way that they have been playing with healthcare.
I do like the fact that you briefly brought up predictions. I can now say that I am the champion of stage one. So, yeah, look.
What? There's still a play day to go.
Oh, well, I will be the champion. I already know that my predictions next week will be right.
I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe you wouldn't have put any predictions in for the final play day. I actually would have beat that.
Look, nothing is certain in this league. Well, the only thing... Well, actually, no. That's a lie. The only thing that's certain is that the Giants won't make playoffs. Literally, outside of that, anything is up for grabs, including first place and everything in between. So, this match, of course, is directly influencing those playoff positions, and both teams teetering on the edge of making the top four. In this round, though, we're going to see the Maverick in play. Fisho guy, often playing this operator for the Chiefs. Loves to get upside down, get nice and close and personal with the wall, and create some nice angles that allows for the wall to be blown, or at least the mirror to be blown off. So that's a line of sight.
Yeah, we haven't really touched on the mirror. It's, I wouldn't say the most effective on this, but it's fine as well. I mean, like the mirror on the CC wall, I mean, it's a nuisance more than anything. It gets usually dealt with pretty comfortably. This is the one, though, that can be intriguing. We've seen it sort of used both ways, looking into cash and looking into top red. But usually it's looking into cash.
Yeah. Chiefs now going for the Southeast Asian take, as you called it previously. You are right, though. We don't often see these days Oceanic teams go for contakes. Normally, it's more centered around main wall and garage. So a little bit of a switch up here from the Giants, who'll send out utility in an attempt to try and get this wall open. Utility cleared off. X-Kairos will detonate. They need to be mindful, though. There is a player down below. It's Roldini. So he doesn't have a C4 on the Jaeger, but he does have the carbine.
Yeah, Chiefs have probably been, and I'm almost, could be wrong here, but I think I've seen them actually adapt a bit of this Southeast Asian style of pushing through con. Whereas, as you mentioned, it's not really prevalent in the Oceanic region. 45 seconds left, though, and as you said, Roldini's the sort of wildcard factor here. Could very well find a pick, and that could shut down the attack for Chiefs pretty quickly late in this opening round. Bass just outside this CCTV window, healthcare right below. Here's cosplaying a Frostmat at the moment.
Looking pretty good too. Oh, Roldini gets shut down. That's inside of stock. The explosive execute should come through with 15 seconds left.
Swing by Fisher. Guy's going to be able to get the kill onto healthcare. Good target to take out. Usually primed to frag out. Producer, though, catches Fisher Guy. Napping. Fortunately, pushing in through Garage. There's the trade. 2 versus 1. But Worthy's got to stick the diffuser like Olis. If he can stop it, it's going to be a round win. He can't stop it because he spots God Legion through the door. Talk about timing. God Legion, the MVP of the final week of OCN, comes up big to stop that swing.
God Legion timing that coverage to perfection. And based off his movement, it didn't look like he was 100% certain as to where that player was positioned. Concerned that maybe they were still near top red, but able to hit his mark in the end. And with that, the Chiefs do take round number 1 on the attack. A good, solid start. And again, I think in terms of benchmarks, I would say that 2 rounds, 3 rounds, that's more than enough to get away with on Clubhouse. Again, that does depend on just how tough it ends up being on the attack. Maybe this one will be more attacker-sided than the last game, which did see the 2 hard breach bans.
Attackers need to locate and
yeah, it's hard to sort of judge, especially in the APAC region where consistency and normality aren't really sort of common themes. Yeah, it's not a thing really at all. Anything can really happen on any given night against any given team. And we've seen that throughout all of the play days thus far. But a good start for Chiefs. And I think it was in one of the Knights interviews that we had recently, but it was just all about, I think it was Juicy saying, got to roll with the punches. You've got to be versatile in this league. You've got to be able to adapt on the fly. You've got to be able to employ different tactics. And that's what's going to set apart the best teams towards the pointy end of the season, which is now, I guess.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Drones established upstairs here from the Chiefs. Those are pre-placed, and players can flick through those to ensure that no one from below is roaming above, and if they are, they'll know exactly who and where they are. Still looks like they'll go for a top-down take. Digital on the buck. Again, knowing that it is clear, can push through quite quickly and take out the default cameras, establish control, and begin to work vert most critically, and that of course, consists of the main stairs angle, which almost nets him a pick. And then, of course, he can head down to the kitchen hallway and begin to open that.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not even really top-down clearing. As you said, Dig's just there to create that angle. And so, not really going to even spend any time clearing out here above, especially on that second floor. So that's going to give Chiefs a lot of time. They've got 2 minutes on the clock already. QConfirm putting no pressure at all above. There's no roam game, no flanking, nothing whatsoever. This is a little bit precarious from like Colas, looking to maybe expect a push from Chiefs. Not happening though, not just yet, not this early on in the round. That's not something you would expect to see, but I guess you got to expect the unexpected.
Yeah, welcome to APAC. Meanwhile, it is pretty straightforward here from the Chiefs, as we often see on downstairs defenses around this time. The hatches do get worked. Fisho cleanly opens up the bar hatch. Stock and kitchen still left standing. Kaid on the board from Producer Boom. Could cause some issues, and healthcare as well with impact grenades. Could pose a threat. Worthy on the Habana will likely be trying to get to work quite quickly, and he might be able to slow that down.
2 C4s available as well for QConfirm, still in the back pocket with a minute to go. And as you said, the impact grenades from healthcare. He's not going to be able to stop this though. That kitchen hatch is going to be opened. Never mind. It's not going to be open. They must have got the trick actually with the electric claw. So now the impact grenade is going to go out.
He missed.
I actually thought he would be the first one. He's missing that one. Now the kitchen hatch is going to be opened. Although I said that last time and it didn't get open. So
think it's open now, right? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that only leaves the stock hatch, which may get left, depends on whether or not the Chiefs want to pinch from the blue side. Their setup though suggests otherwise. Likely a hatch drop and maybe some dirt control. Maybe send a player down bot main as well to hold the long cross. Oh, Hajime pre-places a C4, tries to run off, but gets shut down. With 20 seconds to go, the Chiefs can try and convert this into some site control.
They got the numerical advantage, 5 versus 4 spray from Healthcare. 2 players in dirt, they've got to be careful. Healthcare's sharp, and especially if they're going to be that close to each other. Play it through hallway, though, that's going to be vast. He's down and out for the count. The pistol switch over. Roldini's the one who gets the elimination onto Digital. 3 seconds left. So Fisher Guy's going to be able to stick this plant. Healthcare's down. Roldini over at Generator. 3 versus 1. Chiefs have just swept aside QConfirm pretty convincingly. And it's only the very low health Roldini remaining.
30 seconds left. Low on HP. Surely he can't win this. There's no way the Chiefs give him any opportunity. And there we go, Fisho. One of the easiest kills he'll get probably in this matchup to clean things up. And the Chiefs will get the round.
They're looking good, the Chiefs. We've mentioned sort of where their story can head. They don't need to win this game. It's not necessary, but it will certainly help, and it will set up a pretty tantalizing game, actually, for the final play day, Order versus Chiefs. If Chiefs win this, they'll both be on 8 points, and a win may very well secure playoffs, depending on 7th Heaven. So there's a lot on the line here for both these teams. Of course, that also means if Chiefs win this, then QConfirm are not safe for playoffs. So they too could also be jumped over. If they then lose to 7th Heaven, they would actually miss playoffs altogether. Crazy. So many different ways things can play out. And for QConfirm, they're just going to make sure they win this and they're in. And they can sleep in their beds all happy and comfy.
Yeah. Chiefs, they're not making that easy for them so far. In fact, the first 2 rounds have actually been pretty convincing. You could argue the first one was a little bit sketch. It came down to the 1v1, but the Chiefs are in a position to get that plant down and did at least have ample coverage in terms of round number 2, the one that just passed. Good time management, good adaptation, and they found the picks when required, and it was a strong end to the round. QConfirm elect, of course, to go back to the same site. They're bringing very, very similar, if not identical, operators to the board. In fact, it is the exact same. So they're going to have to change up the way they play it and not allow the Chiefs to run over them in the late round.
Yeah, good start for Chiefs, which is good to see. And it was a tough game to sort of predict as well coming into it. I mean, my heart wanted to predict the Chiefs, but my head said no. QConfirm with Healthcare is a pretty different animal. So I kind of back QConfirm to turn things around here and get back into this. Reminder, of course, Giants got off to a 3-1 start against Knights, so it's impossible to predict how a match is going to play off just off the first 3-4 rounds. Long way to go here.
Again, no roam here for QConfirm, and that allows the Chiefs to take control of the first floor and begin to get to work. Main objective being to establish vert, maybe if they're lucky find a pick or 2, but more importantly, get that kitchen hatch open. That's in the hands of Worthy to deal with, and he'll need to be mindful of his opponent. He'll be looking to counter that. No impacts being brought to the board on this occasion. Instead, a couple of C4s, and of course, the Kayi clause to contend with.
Yeah, 2 C4s. There's now 1 electric claw on the hatch and then 1 more in the back pocket. Healthcare, that's not close at all. Although pre-placed, so you can hold on to it and, of course, wait and try and get lucky. And I think Digital may have actually been able to, well, was about to walk in that position and then stopped for a second, fortunately. And that hatch is going to get opened with 1:10 seconds left on the clock. So good timing here for the Chiefs. They're looking good once again, going down to Church Arsenal, shaping up in their way currently.
Change up here from the Chiefs. They've opened up the stock hatch, and that would indicate that players are going to stack blue gold. Legion might be the linchpin here. He'll drop down Oil Sender late and try and clear that gen position. Likely with Digital alongside to assist. He has a flashbang in hand, and that might come in handy.
way.
Doesn't even need flashbangs, though, from his teammates. He just cleanly drops like Colas. He's probing for a second on the other side of the wall, being pinged out. Healthcare to find one back. In fact, it's two. And QConfirm now have the advantage. Oh, but not for long.
Yeah, not for long. Nice double from Healthcare. And Fisher Guy's actually going to stick this plant as well. So Chiefs in a much better position right now. Producer and Healthcare, the dynamic duo for QConfirm, the 2-star frontman. Can they claw this one back? A crucial round. Otherwise, Chiefs get off to the perfect start. Healthcare headshot onto Worthy. Fisher Guy's under a lot of pressure here. It's a quad kill for Healthcare. That's just how important this guy is. Producer can get on for the counter defuse. Is stopped by Vast, who's above, still over towards Kitchen. 15 seconds left, and the only thing Healthcare can do is try and find this kill into Vast, pushes back through Freezer. Surely is not going to allow this to happen. Healthcare gives away his position, clears out Kitchen, drops down. The only thing he can do now is stick to the diffuser and hope maybe Vast comes back, gives him an opportunity. Oh no! Oh, he actually got it. What? Oh, he got the kill, but he didn't win the round. There was all but, like, what, 0.5 seconds left or something?
I had to defuse the bombs, Xenox.
Like, I said, oh, okay, look, it's been a long night. Jeez.
Look, I really was trying not to throw you under the bus there, but...
No. That's just a big brain fade. Look.
That's right,
look.
we'll have him. I had a really bad one the other night.
He played that as best as he could, Gus.
I was wondering why you're getting so excited, because you could tell that when he got over to the bomb, Producer Boom was just like, no, Healthcare, whoever it was just sitting there like, yeah, the round's over. He did get the kill. Yeah. So, we could get a bit excited for that, but...
shut up.
Didn't count for much. And now the Chiefs have the
we all make mistakes, Gus.
Yeah, we do. Mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. Twitch chat, you can roast him. That's fine. He can take it.
Well, look, good start for Chiefs. 3-0. The perfect start. Not so good for QConfirm. They're probably feeling a bit like me at the moment, which is not good. In fact, so not good. They're going to repeat this once again, so we can all do it right the second time around. Isn't that right, Gus?
Yeah, I'm just writing to the admins. I've just made a rule proposal for future stages that an ace should just be an automatic round win, no matter what. Because he did get the ace.
You know what? It probably should be.
Well, let's move forward. And I guess that's a statement that can be echoed throughout the QConfirm camp. Not been a great start for them. A 3-0 deficit on a clubhouse defense. Again, difficult to read into things before we switch over and just see how attacker side this match will turn out, but it's not very often that we see this so dominant so early here from an attack. Chiefs have been looking really, really clean. Sure, that last round was a little bit close, a little bit sketchy, particularly in the post plant, but they had the processes in place to pull off a really nice execute. And again, what change-up are we going to see here again from QConfirm? They've gone back downstairs. And neither of the last two rounds have really been that convincing from them, I'm going to be honest.
No, and look, outside of Healthcare, no one else is really fragging out too much either. Although, to be fair, Healthcare got 5 of his kills in the last round, so how much can you really say about that? And look, you've got to give full credit to the Chiefs in the way that they're playing so far. I still think there's a way back in this for QConfirm. I've seen glimpses. It's just about getting off to a good start, and the way to do that here is to probably try and be slightly more aggressive. There's been, again, no roam game, though. Nothing to deny time off the clock either. So Chiefs are always sort of planting with a lot of time left. They're never pressured with, say, 15 seconds left on the clock. And we saw it in the Knights versus Giants matchup, but, you know, even just employing a Vigil who kind of roams around that second floor, just forces that top-down clear, puts that, you know, mental pressure on, or perceived pressure, somewhere around the board. And, well, in this case, again, Chiefs are just going to get their way on this first floor.
Healthcare and like Colas
Healthcare
under the pump, but Healthcare, he'll rise above the pressure, finds that pick onto Digital, and that will restrict some of the vertical play that's proved to be successful for the Chiefs. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is really the first time it's felt like QConfirm have had that man advantage, and that might be just what they need, really, in this execute phase. That might be just the smallest of factors that will play into their hands.
Definitely right there, guys. It's the first time. I mean, it's only the 4th round, but yeah, it is the first time that QConfirm get the opening kill. Can they capitalize, though? Any site that they're going to be able to do it probably the most is Church Arsenal. So much harder for the attacking team when they're at a disadvantage to start forcing their way onto site. They have got a player over towards Moto. God Legion now can push through Oil Pit, but he's already under quite a bit of pressure. Last time was able to find a frag pretty convincingly. Oh, inches away. He's just going to shoot the barrel off of that gun. Roldini hanging on for dear life. Surely doesn't even peek it. I don't know why he does. He does die out to Fisher Guy, though, elsewhere. And we got 15 seconds left.
10 seconds now. Vast looking to push down the main hallway, but he's shut down. Healthcare with a huge impact in this round. But Fisho, he's made himself deep. Worthy, he might be able to cover the plan. It's a 2 versus 2, and it needs to be stuck.
Ooh.
Oh my word, Worthy's puffed off, and it's Hajime left in the post plant. He can't do anything. And out of nowhere, the Chiefs will take their 4th round in a row.
Wow. As soon as that plant went down, guys, I'm like, don't make the same mistake. Don't make the same mistake. Don't make the same mistake. We didn't get to that point, though, which is unfortunate for QConfirm, that they don't even get that opportunity to really rectify that round 4 situation, round 3 situation. And once again, in round 4, they do lose Church Arsenal, which in recent weeks, in this very short-lived, meta of APAC South where things change week by week, guys, I remember you ranting on air at one point, or maybe it was off air, I don't know, but to leave behind certain sites and go to Gym Bedroom, well, it looks like QConfirm are going to do that this time. They are going to move away from Church Arsenal, and they are going to try Gym Bed.
Yeah. I do like my fair share of rants. That one was definitely on air. I was critical of, I can't remember what the team was at the time, but consistently teams were just, seemed to be overlooking Gym Bedroom despite downstairs not being very positive for the defense. Maybe this will be the same result here. Maybe Gym Bedroom could get QC around on the board, build a little bit of momentum. Then they can win the second one. 4-2, not the worst result. And then the Chiefs, of course, will need to contend with that. Either way, though. Either way, though, Chiefs will need to now contend with something a little bit different. I like this from QConfirm in terms of their setup, right? They brought the mirror, provides a lot of intel and flexibility for the defense to maneuver around and try and find picks. The Frost as well, a trend that has continued throughout the night, being brought by Healthcare, who's really been stepping up here for QConfirm. Like, the man's absolutely popping off and keeping them even remotely in a lot of these rounds. Despite being 0-4 down, the fact that he's still going 8-3 is really impressive.
Yeah, obviously it was 5 of those kills were in 1 round, but that's still a credit, and that's still a feat in itself. Probably should have been able to somehow get that round win, but alas, not to be. Chiefs, as you said, they're going to have to do something a little bit different this time, which is good news for QConfirm, because whatever Chiefs have been able to do over the last 3 rounds for Church Arsenal was always looking pretty comfortable. And now they will have to mix things up a little bit. God Legion over towards Rafters. Roldini sitting top red. No player in cash, though. How long is he going to hold this position before falling back? Is he going to be aggressive? Or is he going to feel the slightest inch of pressure and elect to fall back?
It's always a tough decision. Do you stay and try and find a pick? But if you overstay, you're welcome. There's a risk you get taken out, and Roldini is getting absolutely dumped on with utility, but he still finds one. Narrowly misses the second as Vast cleans up the trade, leaves it in a 4-on-4. And the Chiefs now, of course, we can see the beautiful overhead thanks to Sky on the obs. And it is clear on this side of the map. And the next point of contention will really be that mirror inside of logistics facing in towards Con. How will they clear it?
Bomb located by attackers.
And that's very much a draw. I mean, for Chiefs, yes, they lose a player, but they get the player at top red. So 4 versus 4. Both teams aren't going to be too unhappy with the way that that played out, looking to deal with this mirror from logistics office. And lose digital on the buck. Not too much of a concern. Still 50 seconds left in this round. Chiefs looking to make it 5 round wins in a row, which would really cement their chances of getting all 3 points here. And as soon as these X-Kairos go off, Fisher Guy may elect to just push straight into logistics. He has got to just touch that up a little bit. Now he can go through.
Producer Boom taken down. Oh, Vast, he's on the upside down rappel. You don't see that every day, and it catches Producer Boom off guard. Healthcare as well, taken off the board. It's left up to Lycolis and Hajime, but it's just Hajime. They're just falling like flies, and now he tries to retake the top of the stairs. He's met by God Legion, and the Chiefs are just running away with this.
It's hard to keep finding positives for QConfirm. It's hard. Coming into this matchup, I think all of us who did the predictions would have looked at this as a 50-50. For the guys who voted Chiefs, they would never have expected Chiefs to be up 5-0. And for us guys who sided with QConfirm based off their recent form, you know, the re-addition of Healthcare joining the roster, I actually felt like it was the solid choice. And yet now it's playing out as if QConfirm are a team that's maybe not going to make playoffs, even though Chiefs are dead last in the standings right now, as it currently stands. Although in two more rounds, that may not actually be the case at all.
It's just been completely dominant by the Chiefs, and thanks to Dev for the observation, in all 5 rounds so far, the Chiefs have either planted the diffuser or killed everyone whilst planting. Just think about that. There's sometimes there's games, right, especially in APAC, which is often frag heavy, where you don't even see the diffuser get planted ever. But the Chiefs have just been so dominant, so methodical, and been able to manipulate the side as much as they would have liked. They've been able to get this plant down so so consistently, which is just mind-blowing. That's a massive stat in itself, and it's very damning for QConfirm.
I can't recall the last time I've seen a 6-0 attacking half in Clubhouse. In fact, I may have never seen it. My time in Siege is quite a bit shorter than yours,
I don't think even
guys.
I've seen one, man. It's pretty rare. It's pretty rare.
And it's really going to skew the statistics as well going into the playoffs. When we look at Clubhouse, it's now going to look way more attacker-sided than it really is. But that's credit to the Chiefs here. And look, this is something we spoke about over in OCN, that building form at the right time. And that's what Chiefs have really done. They did it in OCN. They looked quite clinical. And I won't lie, I did take their OCN form into account with this prediction tonight. I just felt like QConfirm would still be able to overcome the newfound form of Chiefs. Well, it's not even newfound form. It's more like reigniting their old form from earlier at the start of the season. But credit to the Chiefs. They are really going into the playoffs fully ahead of steam. And if they win this, then it definitely seems like destiny is in their own hands.
Roldini again, with a critical decision that needs to be made. Feels like a sense of deja vu from the last round. Does he try and find the pick below and likely get traded? Does he try and hold above and prevent the rush in through the breach? Which way will he lean? On this occasion, he does have Lycolis inside of Secret. What can he do? Oh, that's nice. That's Digital taken off the board. And that could be the in they need. But my word, what a trade there from the Chiefs. Ready and waiting.
Yeah, unfortunate for Lycolis, just unable to get away with their life intact and keep that advantage for QConfirm. And again, similar to the prior round, it is going to be 4 versus 4 with a minute or so to go. Roldini at top red. It's deja vu. Although last time it was Roldini who was eliminated and flushed out pretty comfortably after getting 1. This time he gets none, and it's Vast who just pushes straight up red stairs. Chiefs with the advantage. Chiefs looking for that match point. And unless we see a Knights 7th Heaven game like we had on Oregon the other week, where Knights went up 6-0, followed by 7th Heaven winning the next 6 rounds, then Chiefs are going to take this, and QConfirm's playoffs hopes start to dwindle.
45 left on the board. Hajime, Healthcare, and Producer Boom to hold the fort. Hajime and Producer Boom only combining for 1 kill in the first 5 rounds, but the star player, the super sub, if you would, of Healthcare, still alive, still with a beating heart, and could have a big impact as this round plays out. The Chiefs are trying to convert this control in towards logistics, but they might be forced to just send it in towards bedroom. Time is dwindling, only 15 seconds left for the execute.
15 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left in the round. Vast has just been beaten up a bit. God Legion pushing up these stairs, though, has to be careful, and he is not careful enough. Healthcare's got him one now, two. 2 versus 2 remaining. Fisher Guy's going to stick the plant. Worthy just covering his 6 and his 12. And he's going to be able to get the last one of the healthcare as well. Clinical Chiefs once again are just steamrolling through this game. They're on speedrun mode.
Can they finish off the any percent run, though? That's the question for the Chiefs to answer. It's been a big night for the Oceanic teams. The Southeast Asian rivalry continues to evolve, and it might be a 2-0 for OS here on Clubhouse tonight. The Chiefs poising themselves nicely for a good run in the latter stages of stage number 1. Set themselves up for that playoffs dream. QConfirm, though, this is a very big barricade standing in between them and the playoffs.
It's like a giant school bus is just blocking this tiny little door. How are you meant to get through? Look, we've already seen one team do it this season, though, guys, right? So we don't even have to stretch our minds back that long ago. That was on Oregon, and that was 2 vastly different teams. But look, it's possible. It's doable. Just don't think it's going to happen here. That's all I'm saying. I'm not making any bets, though, with Manic. That I will definitely make sure doesn't happen. But full credit to the Chiefs. As long as they close this out, even if it's not 7-0, guys, even if QConfirm get a round or 2, provided that Chiefs, even if it's 7-5, as long as they get 3 points, they're looking a lot better going into Playday 7.
Yeah. Such a huge confidence boost, and might scare away a couple of the other teams from taking the Chiefs to Clubhouse. At least off the back of this performance, it's been really quite impressive.
You know what else is also interesting, Gus? No tack timeout from QConfirm throughout that entire run from Chiefs.
They're just taking the beating. Like, they're just standing there. I'm just imagining like a boxer just standing there, just taking punches in the gut. Just standing there. And look, they're probably running out of breath a little bit by this stage. One blow away from falling down. Will that blow come to fruition, though? At least in this round from the Chiefs. They're playing pretty conservative in towards side, I believe. That said, QConfirm will go for a top-down clear and make sure everything's clear. Their web mute jam is actually scattered around, and that might halt their progress a little bit. And
you want to know a really fun fact while we got 2 minutes here? So Order and Chiefs will play each other in the final playday, and 7th Heaven and QConfirm will play each other in the final playday. That's spots 3 to 6. This is, of course, if Chiefs go out and win this. So you're going to have 2 matches there that really, both matches will determine who goes to the playoffs. What a amazing final playday we're going to have here for APAC South. Minute 40 left here in what could very well be the last round. We haven't had a 7-0 at all season long. This could be the first one.
QConfirm still droning. Producer Boom with the secondary hard breach tool. I like that. And we are able to open the bar hatching towards Moto. Could be a point of interest later for the attack. Meanwhile, I want to see how Kitchen's progressing. Still only a minute to go, and I don't think QConfirm have it open. If they have, they did it secretly, so no, they haven't. They've got a blue open though, and that could be the point of attack for them. Maybe they choose to ignore Kitchen completely and go for something along the lines of a dirt split.
50 seconds remaining, and what feels like 50 seconds remaining for this entire best of 1. It's been quite lackluster from QConfirm, but a push through dirt so far successful. Getting the opening frag of the Fisher guy. Vast will be watching and waiting for the push through. I see 2 silhouettes. God Legion finding a kill into healthcare, and that in itself is quite critical. I mean, that's almost like getting a 2-for-1 deal. The C4 from Vast, he just teases it momentarily, now goes through. He gets the kill anyway prior to that, and this is just all over. Why not? There's a triple for God Legion. This has been emphatic. This is the Chiefs warming up for playoffs and setting up a huge matchup on Playday 7 against Order. 7-0. QConfirm are done. they're out of this game. They're not out of playoffs, of course, but they're out of this game. Flawless victory. Chiefs on a different stratosphere in this match. No contest.
Yep, no contest. It's the first 7-0 in stage 1 of APAC South, and as we get closer and closer to the end of the stage, it may well be the one and only. Absolutely insane there. God, Legion with 11 picks. Wowee, in only 7 rounds, and yeah, just no look in there for QConfirm. The Chiefs just winning that on all facets.
Yeah, and look, all attention should be on the Chiefs for that one. They played superbly. That was, again, arguably some of the best work we've seen from them.